right, everybody. So I would like to welcome you to our webinar this month, and thank you all for attending today. You see we have actually 3 panelists. So Tim is joining us as well from Mobile Outfitters. We'll talk about Tim in a minute, though. He's crashing the party today. But as usual, we're going to give away a few prizes during at the end, actually, of our webinar. So you got to hold on to the end if you're interested in winning a prize. So we've got a $50 Visa gift card we're going to be giving away and some free T-shirts. And then also our panelists have agreed to give away a year's protection plan from Echo, which is awesome. So we appreciate that. So we'll be giving that away in addition for one of you lucky winners. And then also our friends at Mobile Outfitters are going to be giving away a Fusion 360 wrap, so which is a really nice way to protect your devices. So, and I assume you'll be able to choose what device you have there and won't be forced to get something you don't have. I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second. If you join or upgrade today, hey, if you're not members or if you're not on a paid membership, you can get a free T-shirt and a membership upgrade only today if you do that. So we want to thank Mobile Outfitters, who's one of our industry partners. And I know we have a few folks, at least that we're going to attend today, that are potential industry partners. So be thinking about it, because you'll see what we're doing with Mobile Outfitters today and how we promote our industry partners throughout the industry. And we really appreciate them being part of our organization. So lastly, before I kind of switch off and show you all of our panelists today, if you have any questions today, please put those in the chat. We'll take a look at them during the presentation if they're appropriate. We'll jump in. If they're not appropriate, we may not even talk about them, so or save them to the end. So please make sure you put those in the chat. We'll see what we can do in terms of answering those. So I am going to take down my slides and let you see all of our panelists. So greetings, panelists. You heard about Sam, you heard about Jared in our bumper. Tim is our party crasher. So we thought we'd let him on. He's a nice guy, and there you go. So he's with Mobile Outfitters as well. So Tim, it's nice to have you with us today. So before we jump in, though, I do want to thank everybody. We've been getting some great feedback from our membership about some of our past webinars and how some of you guys have started using some of the programs, some of the ideas that we presented. And that's mostly what we've done in the past, is just kind of shown you some ideas that other shops use in their stores and say, hey, check these out. So now we're working on partnerships like the one with Mobile Outfitters, where you guys can get special deals, exclusive deals, through your membership with the Tech Care Association, excuse me. So thank you for all that. We're going to talk about on-demand solutions today too. And this is really our first one that we'll be offering to our members, but we're working on other deals with companies. One with a 3D printing company, for instance. That was probably one of our most popular topics in past webinars, where we're coming up with ways that you can do things in your shops that are on demand, so that fit in with your regular business. So be looking forward to some of those other opportunities that we have coming down the pike. But today we want to talk all about Mobile Outfitters and what they have to offer for our membership, and a really cool presentation, I think. You guys want to sit back and enjoy. So Sam, I'm going to turn it over to you. Say hello, and you got the floor, my friend.
Thanks, Rob. Hello, everyone. Like Rob said, I'm Sam Kay, and I'm with Mobile Outfitters. And today I want to talk to you guys about an on-demand solution, and specifically in the repair industry and for device protections. But a lot of people have asked me, so what do you mean by an on-demand solution? What's an on-demand solution? Well, let's think about that in the retail environment. On an on-demand solution, to me, if I walk into a store, I want to be able to get anything I want. I want to be able to get it when I want it, and at one place. What does that mean to a retailer or a repair shop? That means that I want to be able to sell them anything they need. I want to be able to give it to them when they need it, and I want to make a profit from it. What would be the ultimate on-demand solution? Well, if I walked into a store and I said, I want a piano, I want a key cut, I want a contractor, and I want them all right now. And I said, well, I don't think that's really reality. So, well, you never know. Amazon is still evolving, but even with Amazon, you have to wait for what you want. Like I said, when you walk into an environment that you can get anything you want when you want it, what does that look like in the protection device industry? Well, I want to talk to you about it a little bit right now. So when we look at device protection, we have over 900 retailers right now around the world. These retailers are part of the Mobile Outfitters family, and we've discovered some really interesting things. Are we missing out on sales that are not part of the status quo? And what I mean by the status quo is, today, if you're a repair shop, do you have protection or screens for what, the top 20 devices in your marketplace, or the top 20 devices that are most popular in your area? The reality is we did a comparison with a store that started over 12 months ago, and within 12 months they cut 600 different devices in 12 months. How many of them did they actually carry prior to starting with Mobile Outfitters and having an on-demand solution? Interesting to say that you may be missing out on 50% of your potential marketplace and not even realizing it. Because when a customer comes into your store and they say, do you have a protection device, or if you just repaired my screen, do you have a screen protector for an iPhone 6? Is that something you carry? Can you afford to carry all that kind of protection? I don't know. I walked into a store in my marketplace and I saw a wall like this, and I walked up to that wall, and on that wall was an iPhone 6, and right next to it was an iPod case. How many of you carry iPod cases in your stores? How obsolete would that be? And I asked the owner of the store, and I said to him, what's on your wall here? And he said to me, he turned around, it was actually quite funny. He turns around and says to me, that's my wall of shame. And I was wondering, why is that your wall of shame? I don't understand. He goes, I've bought so many cases, protection devices, bumpers, screen protectors, glass, of stuff that's just not available. So when I'm looking at an on-demand solution, I want two things to happen in my store. If I own a repair shop, I want two things to happen. Those two things would be, I want to save money and I want to make money. In any business environment that you're in, if somebody comes to you and says, I can save you a lot of money, I'll listen. If somebody says to me, I can make you money, I'll listen. On demand is one thing that you get the best of both worlds. You can save money and you can make money. How do we do that on an on-demand solution? Now, there are other solutions out there. There are solutions that are offered to repair shops that, I won't say similar to ours, but there are on-demand solutions out there. But I want to talk about the business of on-demand, especially when it comes to protecting devices. How can I save my money? Well, on-demand reduces inventory. The wall of shame is gone. The reality is, what does a wall look like with 600 individual devices on it? I think you've all seen that in some of the repair stores. The reality is, one 8.5 by 11 box with an on-demand solution can do 600 devices. So what does that do? Eliminates that need for storage. I don't have to carry all those SKUs. I don't have to buy all of those cases, screen protectors, etc. It also helps eliminate theft. An on-demand solution or screen protector does not have any market value outside of your store. Nobody can walk out with it and do anything that they want to do with it. It eliminates obsolescence. You don't need to carry or have that iPod case on your wall anymore. What is it like to find these devices, or what is it like to find these protections? How many suppliers out there have different cases for different devices? And you have to source it out, making sure you're getting the right price. So in essence, what we're trying to say here is an on-demand solution will save that inventory. You will always be able to say to a customer, yes, I have it. How many times has a customer walked in and said, I'm looking for this? And you say, I'm sorry, I don't have it. I will order it for you. Eliminate that. When you look at true on-demand, a customer can walk into your shops and say, you'll never, ever have to say to them, it's not in stock, or I can order it for you. And here's what's interesting. Now, this is specifically to Mobile Outfitters, is you don't even pay for that until you sell it. and put the money into your cash register. So in other words, it's almost like it's being sold on consignment for you. This is our on-demand solution. There are others out there where you may have to or may not have to, but I just wanted to bring that forward to you. This is how you save money with an on-demand solution. But just as important, how can I make money? Very important. We need to make money. We need to keep the doors open. We need to keep the lights on, and we need to make profitability. There are great margins. When we look at these products, you have the ability to protect any device on the marketplace instantly. If it's a laptop, if it's a phone, if it's an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, or somebody brings in a tablet, these on-demand products will allow you to put protection on those devices immediately. We will eliminate your inventory. Don't have to have that wall of shame. Don't have to have obsolete device protection out there. And one of the biggest things, especially with mobile outfitters, now other on-demand solutions may give you the ability to do this. However, you will have, for an example, how many people scramble to get the iPhone 13 Pro Max screens or bumpers or cases before the launch? How early did you have to order them? Could you imagine having that instantly the day of the launch so that they're in your system so you never have to say no to a customer? And one thing that we offer, especially interesting, is the online reporting. At any time, as an owner of a repair shop, you know exactly when that machine is cutting a screen for any kind of device in live time and real time. So it gives you control of your business, allows you to take care of products immediately, take care of your customers immediately, and eliminate your inventory. This is the cost savings going to the profitability. Very interesting. Most people don't realize how profitable an on-demand solution can be. There are two sides to these solutions. And one of them is augmenting your repair business so that you create almost 80% or higher of profitability on one single repair. The second side of this profitability or these margins is that you create a one-stop shop to be able to create a business within your business offering strict on-demand solutions or on-demand protection for any device in the marketplace. Increasing your top line. If you could add 85% to the profitability of your repair every time, what does that look like at at the end of the year, at the end of the month, when you're doing business? And at the excuse me, at that time you can look at a 30 to 50% net profit coming into your store off of every repair. When I talk about increasing store product sales and increased foot traffic, I want to talk about that a little later. But what I wanted to get to is right here is that you can make up to 80% more off of one single repair. How does that work? Let's talk about that. This is really interesting. We did some research and we found that the average repair is about $200 in the industry around the United States. Of that $200, a repair shop might make $90 worth of profit. Now, I have a little projection underneath that, and these projections are suggested retail prices. The reality of that first one at $49.99 is anywhere between $29.99 or $49.99. That's where I see this marketplace, and this is what the sale of these products are. However, I wanted to put this out here. The cost of that $49.99 protection is $7.83 to the store. And the store does not have to pay for that until they've sold it. So you could add $42.16 to that $90 profit margin. What does that do? That is 150%. You just added 50% or almost 50% to that one sale just by adding one layer, a screen protector. If you were to add the bumper on top of that, you'd add $62 to that $90 profit. If you were to do a full 360 protection on a customer's device, you would add $74.33. And this is the interesting part. When a customer comes into your stores and they just broke, I'll show a broken one. They just broke their screen. I don't know if you can see that. When is the best time to sell them protection? I believe it's right at that point when they just spent $200 and you can put a device that protects their phones against breakage, and you can make up to 85% profitability on that sale. Here's what that might look like in your stores. On average, our stores around the world are north of 80% attachment rate. But what I wanted to do today is take a look at a 50% attach rate. So if half of the phones that come into your store, if you repaired 100 telephones or 100 smart devices a month, and you attached 50% of those with an on-demand solution, you just made $1,963. And the rest speaks for itself. If you do 150, you can make $3,900. If you're doing 200 repairs a month, that could be an additional, it's right directly to the top line of $5,890. Not bad, not bad. The one thing that comes with what we do, we are good world citizens. On-demand solutions give you the ability to be carbon neutral. 2.25 million individual boxes from landfill sites. This is what happens. They disappear when if everyone would go into on-demand. 84% of your CO2 emissions are gone, are there in transport. So not only do you have the ability to save money through inventory and saving money through logistics, etc., having your wall of shame, but you can also make a large profit center out of an on-demand solution.
In this particular scenario, what I wanted to say here was, this is possible without adding any square footage, without adding any personnel. I mean, you already have an existing business. You have a footprint. You have yourself and your employees to actually use this on-demand solution. So this is incremental, not replacement, because you're not adding. In fact, you might be able to reduce square footage if you don't need an entire wall of pegs to hang cases or glass or things that are obsolete. This 2021 number is what Mobile Outfitters saved in our shipping of our films around the world, and not boxes of cases, glass, other protections. So this is actually a 2021 number for Mobile Outfitters. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. In essence, what we're looking at is we have a solution that will help you be more profitable and save you money. That's Mobile Outfitters. That's what we do, and we do that around the world. Interestingly enough, we've created our relationship with Tech Care, and we're offering Tech Care members an extra benefit for being part of the Tech Care Association that gives them the solution at no upfront cost. In other words, you can be ready to do an on-demand solution in your repair shops with $0 out of your pocket. We will provide the training, and also as part of the Tech Care Association, when you align yourself with Mobile Outfitters and ACO, and you'll hear about the ACO offering a little later, Tech Care membership will be paid by us. So that every member, whether if they're a non-paid member, we will pay your Tech Care membership for you. And if you're a paid member, we'll pay your following year Tech Care membership for you.
And let me jump in there real quick, Sam, because I just want to say one of the reasons we got excited about partnering with you guys. We know a lot of repair shops out there that sometimes operate on some tight margins. This is also not the best time of year for repair shops in terms of number of repairs, at least for most of them. So one of the most attractive things I saw, and I think anybody looking at this in terms of trying this program out should see, is the no money up front. So you don't have to invest thousands of dollars on inventory and product and machines and all that kind of stuff to get into this program, right? You can get into this program without any money up front. And I know you're going to explain that a little more in a minute, but I just want to highlight that. I think that's a really big deal for all you guys.
Yes, and Rob, you're right. Not any money up front. You don't actually even pay us for the product until you sell it. So the money is in your cash register before you actually pay for it. But here's the thing, though, real important. If you don't have a great product, then it's not worth doing. for anyone. The objective here is that as a repair shop that you offer quality service in repairing these devices, but then you offer quality protection in many different ways. That is second to none. And I'd like to kind of share this, this little video with you about that.
Let me jump in and say something there. First of all, the skateboarders were cool. One of the things that stood out to me was the Made in USA. I love that personally, and you know, to me that adds a lot of value as well. So,
yeah, we're a local company. We're out of Philadelphia. It's made in the USA. We're on the ground, boots on the ground here. So when something, you have any kind of challenge, any kind of issue, whatever, we're right around the corner. So here's what we're offering the Tech Care Association right now. You can get approved in 60 seconds to be able to be part of this program. You will receive actually $58,500 worth of retail value in a startup kit, and start making money from day one, because you don't actually have to pay for that protection until you actually sell it. And it just makes it so much simpler for someone to get involved when nothing comes out of their pocket. They don't pay for stock up front. It's the reality is you get 1,600 cuts, or basically you could cover 1,600 devices with the amount of film and everything that we give you as part of that starter kit with no money up front. One of the other things that I want to talk about is what, you know, how good is our bumpers? This is a great video about our founder taking these brand new iPhones and Samsung. It's very short, and just really putting them to the test. And it'll speak for itself. Let's take a look.
We're outside in our hometown of Philadelphia with our Fusion bumper. We want to see how the Apple and Samsung handle some serious drops. bumpers off these phones. Let's see what happens when we drop them without fusion bumper. Here we go. So what happens when you don't use fusion bumper.
You know what? Every time someone sees this video, they say to me, it's like, you know, is your product really that good? And is it really isn't? And you know, like I have this phone, you can barely see it in front of me. And what I do with that all the time is I take it and I throw it on my desk and go, and then bring it right back up. And I don't know if you can see that, but it didn't break, it didn't crack. So as a repair shop, you want to be able to give your customers the best product possible. Here's what's also interesting. You can customize our products. You can do almost anything you want to game controllers, phones, earbuds. Look, you can even actually do a Tesla screen if you wanted to, or a Tesla steering wheel. Our system is designed in such a way that you can do cuts for almost anything. You want to do a Rolex watch, you want to do, like I said, a Tesla, you can do the Tesla door handles. It's endless, whatever that you wanted to do. And again, with different things, customizable, you know, either carbon fiber or wood or anything to marble, etc., so that you have a really customized look when it comes to the solution that you offer your customers. One of the biggest things is this. I've heard, you know, as a repair shop, we're busy. What does it take to put one of these things on? How long does it take? You know, I don't have the time to do that. We've recently invented something called a magic installer, and you can literally take 30 seconds to put protection on someone's device.
I love that thing. When you guys showed me that for the first time, like I said, that's just amazing, game changer for me. When I had my repair shops, you know, we would always offer screen installation to our customers. At least we did when I was in the shops, because when I wasn't, my techs hated it. They hated installing those things. So yeah, I love the Magic Installer and think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's designed to take the time away. Like, just let's get it done, and that was one of the biggest. We listened to our customers. They said, well, we want a solution that will install in 30 seconds, because you know, as a repair shop, we're too busy. And you know, that was the brainchild of our engineers over a couple of years of development, and just a wonderful addition to what we do. And this is all part of what you get when you get your startup package as a Tech Care member. But it goes a little further than that. Here's what's very interesting. Everything we sell, everything on demand, is lifetime guaranteed to the customer. And I want to talk a little bit about this, because it's really important about how we bring customers back into your shops, how we create loyalty around the product, and how we create, you know, be part of the outfit. That's our, you know, one of our taglines is, how do you create a following around your store or your shop? Everything that we have, the protection, the bumpers, the style skins with the carbon fiber, is lifetime guaranteed, which means for any reason whatsoever, if a corner starts to peel, or if I just don't like red carbon fiber anymore and I want black carbon fiber, they come back to your store, you take off that current protection, put on new protection, and there's no cost to the customer. You can now charge an installation fee, So that could be part of your offering, but the customer has no charge whatsoever. And it's completely 100% warranted, and that's, or guaranteed, the product. And that's what those last two bullet points on one of my slides that said, how do we create, 10% more foot traffic? On average, a Mobile Outfitters customer comes back to that repair shop 3 times a year. The reasons they come back is they may have thrown their phone out of an airplane, and when they landed, they found it, and now it's got a scratch on it, and they want that scratch replaced, and you go in and it's free to the customer. They come to your stores to refer another customer. Typically what I found, and it's interesting because that's my own experience as well, I have 2 kids, and I can't remember how many screens that I had to have replaced, or phones that I had to buy, because they kept destroying them. And thirdly, they'll come in because of the warranty that that we give them. So that is part of, and very, very unique in our industry, especially where you have a global lifetime replacement guarantee with all of our products, even the bumpers, the fronts, the backs, the sides, etc. As part of the membership, I want to reiterate what we do as being part of Tech Care Association. We will pay, if you're not a non-paying member of the Tech Care Association, your paid membership to the Tech Care Association. We have a special member pricing for Tech Care, which you'll see is it's phenomenal compared to what a non-member would get. And we have absolutely no upfront fees. So you can actually put this whole system into your repair shop and start being profitable from day one. But we felt that we needed to add some more to that. So what we've added to this is a relationship that we have with ACO Insurance to take it one step further to a point where it helps you in the stores plus your customers when Mobile Outfitters is attached to your repair shop. So Jared, I'll drive for you. You can have a discussion about this.
Yeah, appreciate it. And awesome to listen about your guys' solution. Obviously, if you folks are already familiar with either ACO or just device insurance in general, it's kind of what can step in when the physical means of preventing damage is not quite enough. And so we're really excited to quickly give you an overview of what our offering is, and then also a special promotion around our partnership with Mobile Outfitters and what that means for your shop as well as your customers. I'm Jared, by the way, one of the co-founders of the company. ACO's mission is to simplify the way we protect our stuff, all starting with a real utmost focus on the customer experience. Sam, if you want to go to the next slide, I can go ahead and give you guys a quick overview of our plans. So again, if you're not already familiar with us, we're working with hundreds of shops across the country. We're able to sell our plans. We also sell our plans direct to consumer, as well as through a number of different large partnerships. Some of the folks that have reviewed and ranked us range from Gadget Review, Benzinga, Investopedia, Android Central as a top rated provider for phone and device protection. We're also the highest rated company in the gadget insurance category on Trustpilot. And that really all started again with that focus on the customer experience with the product offering itself that we provide. As a lot of people know, device insurance for years has been kind of a sore subject for a lot of different consumers, a lot of frustrations when it comes to the claims process, realizing that they're really getting gouged on the pricing and the value if they're buying that through something like their cell phone carrier. And so ACO offers comprehensive and also affordable protection. For your phone only, we have plans that range from $5 to $12 a month. That also really helps. What we found is from the independent electronic repair shops, cellular retail shops across the country, they're also dealing with a clientele of folks that have maybe a lower cost or an older phone or device, being able to be more inclusive to that with plans that range as low as $5 a month. We also have what's very unique to us is our ACO plan. So that's a single protection plan that's $15 per month, protects your phone plus 25 other devices from your personal electronics to home electronics as well. In a lot of ways, that's kind of our claim to fame, is really changing the warranty space, making it more consumer friendly, and really making the types of coverage that's available to consumers just way more inclusive, way more affordable, way more comprehensive. So all of our plans offer unlimited claims. We cover any device, any make, model, carrier, new, used, refurbished. Folks can sign up for a protection plan with us as long as the device turns on and is fully working and not damaged. And where we really focus a lot on Sam, you can skip to the next slide, is our claims experience. Again, putting the customer first. It's not just about, hey, here's a great price on a protection plan, sign up and give us your money, right? For a lot of other folks, that's kind of where they feel their duty sort of ends. We focus first and foremost on the claims experience, making sure that folks are getting their devices fixed quick and with high quality repairs as well. And that's where our partnership with hundreds of repair shops across the country comes into play. Our customer is able to log into their account on our platform, file a claim, and then our system automatically routes customers to a local repair shop that can handle their repair. Or when a device is unrepairable, we pay out the customer digitally instantly upon approval so that they can put the funds towards a replacement device, which is another unique thing that we do as well, rather than sending people a replacement device that might have real variable quality, also adds time to the total processing time for a claim. When it comes to working with our local repair shop partners, what's really unique as well is that we always guarantee that the plans that you enroll customers on, their claims will always get sent back to you and your shop. That's what's really huge about what we do. Unlike a lot of the big folks in the device insurance space that say, oh, your phone broke, ship it to our warehouse somewhere across the country, and they deal with it all in-house. We really believe in supporting local businesses and our local repair partners. So that's really an essential thing to our program. For every plan that you sell as well, you're getting a referral fee in addition to that revenue down the line on those customers coming back to you for their claims and repairs. And Sam, if you go to the next slide here, I can give an overview as well of what our partnership looks like with you guys. As I said, unfortunately, physical protective measures don't always prevent, folks from still having damages to their devices. And so we really see the value in being able to bundle both our plans along with some form of a case or wrap from folks like Mobile Outfitters. What that's going to do is not only give you as your business an opportunity to earn not just a referral fee for enrolling a customer on one of ACO's plans, in addition to the margin you're making on one of those cases or wraps or bumpers, but we're also then incentivizing the customer by offering them a reward basically for actually taking the time and putting up the money to be preventative and try to prevent damages to their device. So what that looks like is we're one of the only companies that's actually going to give the customer a $0 deductible on their first damage claim if they've also purchased a case or one of these wraps or bumpers from Mobile Outfitters. And so when they enroll on our platform, they're able to indicate that when they registered, they had also purchased one of these cases or wraps, and they can upload the receipt of that to their account. And that's just a great thing. Again, it helps them offset the cost of that wrap up front, and it makes sure that your business is actually going to be able to make a margin, not just off of our referral fee, but also the case or wrap. And then in addition to that, we're also working with Mobile Outfitters to promote all the locations that have their machines to our existing user base. So we have tens of thousands of customers across the US and some in Canada as well. And so as these types of programs roll out, we're sending out constant promotions to our customers, letting them know about things like, hey, if you don't already have a case or a wrap for your device, here's a nearby location that you can go and get one, and also take advantage of an incentive like this.
Awesome. Thanks, Jared. So in other words, if you're part of this program, you have Mobile Outfitters and ACO, we will send customers to them. If they have our protection on it, your insurance, something happens, they have to come back to that store to get their device repaired. Great. And there's no deductible, so it's a free repair for the customer. How long do you take to pay the store? There's a question.
Yeah, that's another great one. So the same way that we pay customers digitally and electronically right upon claim approval, it's the same process for shops. So the longest processing time that we typically have is a matter of a couple days. You're able to go ahead, and we have a dedicated partner platform that you're able to process our customers' claims through, and you're able to input either a PayPal email address or link in a bank account so that when a claim gets closed out and approved, you're going to receive those funds right away. And then we also pay out referral fees on a rolling monthly basis as well for all the plans that you're enrolling.
Thanks,
Let me jump in there first of all and say, Jared, thank you for everything you guys are doing for the repair industry. I know you've been at this for a little while, and you've made a strategic move to work with independent repair shops across the country. And I think that's great. And I love the attitude of helping support small businesses, across the country too. So thank you for that. And thank you for working with Mobile Outfitters too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're really excited about all the traction we've had, and really excited for the rest of this year and scaling up our network even further.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Jared. So here's what it looks like. You will get a complete on-demand starter kit. The non-member price of this starter kit is $9,547. That includes everything you need to start being profitable day one. Wow, who negotiated that price? The Tech Care member price is $69.98. And as you said, Rob, you know, this time of year, it's tough for any stores to come up with that kind of money, but that $69.98 will allow you to cut 1,600 device protection sheets, or cuts as we call them. That one box will allow you to take care of all that. And then you get your magic installer and the machine that cuts it and all the rest of it. But especially or directly for Tech Care customers, there's actually zero money comes right up front. The cost is we give it to you for, we finance the entire package for you at $99 a month for the first 3 months, because we really want you to get going and make money. And then it's $213 over 36 months. So the reality of this program is, if you do 4 to 5 a month, it's the break-even point. No money coming out of your pocket. This program is for the Tech Care members. So with $0, we call it sign and cut. Nothing out of your pocket, you immediately start turning profitability right away. What I want to do is I'll put in the chat the actual link to the program. See if you want to qualify for this program. There's a little bit of a questionnaire that we go through for you, and nothing out of your pocket. Start signing and cutting.
It's an incredible program, and I'm really glad we could put it all together, especially that installer. You know, I know last time we talked, we were not sure if that was going to be in the package. So I'm really glad it is, because I think it adds so much value in the shops and helps them to sell more and get more on their devices. And then the combination of this partnership you guys have with ACO. I'm saying that right? I always want to, I think I first said ACO, I don't know.
Taco like taco, we were told, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, like taco?
taco.
Okay. All right. Well, but I mean, this is a really great package that we put together for you guys. And you know, when you contact Sam, you know, of course, make sure you say you want the Tech Care Association deal, so you can get set up. You can get set up with ACO too, to be able to you know, sell their product and you know, be able to service. Again, I think that's an awesome program. But I want to mention real quick, you know, before we take some questions, and if you guys have any questions, first of all, Sam, you did a great job covering everything, so thank you for that. I want to mention a few things or show you guys, because you always know, or you know, if you've been on any of my webinars in the past, that I love to tell you guys how to make more money. So that's what I'm going to do real quick here. I used to have my own repair business, successful repair business here in the DC area. And so I've got some experience and know what I'm talking about. So here are some ways for you guys for your repair business, that is, to profit from this type of setup, okay? This on-demand type setup. And first of all, it's just natural, right? You know, you're going to sell this to your existing customers. You're going to, you know, make money. You know, I think Sam said 4 or 5 a month, you break even. You know, that sounds like, you know, a weekend, or not even a weekend, a weekday. In some of you guys' shops. So, you know, I think that's a great way to make some money, but it's also a great way to promote a new service to your existing customer base, okay? I always, when I have my shops, would try to find excuses to reach out to my customers and say, hey, something new, right? So, and here's a great way to get them back into your store, to engage them and to talk to them about, you know, new products that you have available for them, and that you can cover anything. You know, challenge your customers, make a game out of it, right? Say, hey, bring me an electronic thing you don't think I can cover, and we'll see if we can. Because what'd you say, Sam? 600 more SKUs that you guys have?
There's 60,000 devices in our system.
Oh, okay. I was just off by a tiny bit then.
Yeah, 60,000.
So yeah, you know what? There's my marketing push to my customers. Bring something in you don't think we can cover. If we can't cover it, we'll I don't know, give you something else. But you know, have fun with it, right? So you can establish deals also for education organizations, and I think this is a really key thing for you guys. If you're already working with education organizations, great. If not, you really want to be for the repair side, but also to sell protection, right? So you can talk to your local school systems who, trust me, they have tons of devices nowadays, right? Especially with COVID, online learning, they've got a ton of devices that they need to get protected. You can talk to the parent-teacher associations, okay? This is something my business used to do, and since I don't have it anymore, I'll share it with you guys. So we would help them with their fundraising, right? So we would say, hey, here's a special deal, coupon code or whatever for a repair or for accessories. When they bring that in, we make a donation to your group, your PTA organization. PTAs are always trying to raise money. They do it with restaurants. They do it with grocery stores. So this is a great way to hook in with local parent-teacher associations. Other clubs and groups at the schools too, right? So they're always looking to do fundraising. The bands, the sports, the clubs, different groups like that that are trying to raise money. So you can partner with them, give them a coupon code or something they can use to bring into your shop to get protection put on their device or to buy insurance. And then, you give them a few bucks for their organization. It's a great public relations thing you can do as well. Other community organizations that you can touch, that are out there, the Girl Scouts, the, different Boy Scouts, different groups like that you can work with. And then also B2B sales. And this is where a lot of you guys leave money on the table, right? You should be talking to businesses out there and doing deals with them, not only, right, for repair, but also to take care of their devices. And that's, one thing I really want to stress to you guys, and kind of goes back to our name, the Tech Care Association, right? So what you need to be pitching to your customers is that you can help them take care of their tech, okay? And this product, Mobile Outfitters, does an outstanding job of that. It helps them to take care of their tech. So go out to your local schools, your other organizations around you. People, if it's students, they could come in on a one-on-one basis, and then you get paid, but you don't have to buy a bunch of inventory ahead of time. I mean, this is just a win-win-win for all you guys. So I'd really highly encourage everybody, to take a look at this. You may not be doing, great volume. I don't know, but this may be a great way for you to bring in more volume to your shops to create more business for yourselves. And that's really what, we want to help you to do. That's the whole reason the Tech Care Association exists. And let me go back to the fact that Mobile Outfitters is going to pay your membership fee with us. First of all, thank you, Mobile Outfitters. That was awesome. I really appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. But what that does, guys, we're not, we don't have, I don't have an executive suite or live in a penthouse apartment or anything like that. I don't drive a Tesla, so I won't be putting that on my steering wheel. What we do with the funds we raise at the Tech Care Association is we invest them back into the industry, okay? So, we're going to promote the repair industry. We're going to promote companies like Mobile Outfitters, that are industry partners to help, raise awareness of the industry and raise awareness of, taking care of your tech overall. So that's what we do with a lot of the revenue that comes into the Tech Care Association. So this partnership helps us to accomplish our mission, which is helping you. It's a cyclical thing. And this was the only cyclical thing I could find as an image that was appropriate. I think the other one I found was fish, and that just didn't seem appropriate. So, that's kind of it on my side. Let me see, though, if we've got some questions, which we do. Let's actually, Dustin here is asking Sam and or Tim to tell them more about the bumpers and how they work or installed. So why don't you guys hit on that?
Well, yeah, the bumpers that we have literally install in seconds. I've just taken one off right now and put it back on a device. It installs in seconds. It's the world's thinnest bumper and the most protection. When you see them throwing it up 20 feet in the air, I can take this phone and it's on the edge of my desk. That saves your phone. These things are phenomenal. When you do a complete 360 wrap with the phone, like I said, I can slam it on my desk. I've seen people hammer a nail into a piece of wood with the screen on this, and the bumper is phenomenal, and it's up to a 20-foot drop, and it is the thinnest bumper on the market. Hope that answered the question.
Nice. Yeah, those are. And now, I forget, Sam, do those come with the starter package or no?
Because the bumpers are so individualized, No, you have to order them separately because we don't know what to give you. Like we have what we call our hero devices. Is it the, the 13 Pro Max that you want? Depending on what you sell the most, we can add that to any specific order. And today for the Tech Care Association, we'll even throw that in the financing if they don't want to pay for them up front. Absolutely.
Nice. Appreciate that. Awesome. So you guys can get in touch with Sam on that. He did include the link, obviously, for signing up there.
Well, yeah, that link is just to get more information. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can have a one-on-one discussion about your needs.
Okay. Awesome. And Jared, did you drop a link also if anybody's interested in signing up with you guys?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop that in right now.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Hey, Rob, I'd like to, are there any other questions?
I don't think so. Just got the messages in the chat. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'd like to just add that what we've seen, not what we think can happen or what we hope could happen, we have about 900 stores around the world. A lot of them are repair stores, some are telco, some are electronic retailer distributors. In our repair stores, we've seen, and again, we have the numbers to show you if you want to see it, where when our protection is added to your repair shop, we literally see that at some point over, let's say 12 to 18 months, the amount of screen protection you sell can equal or exceed the amount of repairs you're doing in revenue. So again, it's like adding a second business without adding more employees, without adding any more space, with potentially even reducing your space. And there will be opportunities for people to visit you, get your screen protection when they don't need a repair. So it's basically the best of both worlds. Like Sam said, you can save some, you can make money, but you can literally add another business and add a whole new level of revenue that's additive versus replacement revenue.
Yeah, and let me just say too, I really love the machine. I know we didn't really get a big picture of that, but the nice thing about the machine is I think that helps sell the product, right? I could see a repair shop putting that out front, right? Maybe on the front counter even, because I mean, nobody's going to run off with the thing. And people say, hey, what's that, right? So in a way, it's going to help guys to sell more product. Just by sitting there. And it's an impressive piece of machine too, that we didn't touch on the quality of it, but we talked about that some on our calls, guys, and that's a high quality machine, that you're getting into your store, guys. And it's a machine too, you could set up in a mobile operation. I know there's some of our guys that do mobile repairs too. It is a little bit bigger, but it's a nice solid machine that's going to last a long time and do quality work.
And what we find too, Rob, is we have something called an experience desk if somebody wanted to have part of that, which where the machine goes on, it's all the marketing around that as well. And if you add a television playing the loop of everything that's going on, especially while they're sitting there and they go, I want that on my phone. It's interesting. If somebody sees it, anybody that I've had experience with it, somebody sees it and sees what it can do, they all want it. I mean, I've had family gatherings at home and sat in my basement putting phone protection together because my nieces, my nephews, it's like, can I do my phone? Can I do my phone? Can I do my phone? So
do you rent yourself out? Do you rent yourself out for parties?
No, I'm not going to do it. But I've actually had that.
Real
I've
quick,
had a lineup at my office door.
Yeah, real quick question for you, Jared. Lyle's asking, do you set prices that you pay out for repairs, or do you pay the shop what they would charge at that location?
We pay you whatever your retail rate is at that location. One of the big things, of course, with working with independent providers is we know that the cost of doing business and labor is very different in every different market across the country. So whatever your retail rates are, what you're still able to bill through the claims with us.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for answering that question. I appreciate that. I know you guys got the info from Sam and from Jared on their specific products. If you need any more information and like to contact me, you can do that here at the Tech Care Association. That's my phone number and my email address, and I can either answer some questions. Maybe you don't want to ask, Sam or Jared because, they're such intimidating guys. And I'm a nice guy with a beard. So you can always trust a guy with facial hair, right, Tim?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, all right, before we wrap, I got one. Oh, well, I don't have a question. I have an awesome from Lal who asked that question. So good job, Jared. You got an awesome, buddy. On that. That's incredible. All right, well, we are going to wrap up now. And I'm trying to move to my next slide, which is questions, which we did. So I'm going to try to move again. So prize drawings. We will do the prize drawings offline because it's kind of boring to do them online. And notify folks. So if you stuck through the presentation, those that stuck with us the whole time, we'll put your name in a hat and draw you out some winners there for the prizes we have. Again, thanks to Mobile Outfitters and for ACO for providing some last minute prizes there to include with what we have. So I want to thank our panelists today. Thank you guys so much for joining us and sharing about your companies. And Mobile Outfitters especially, thank you guys for this offer, because I think it's going to be a great one for repair shops. This webinar will go up on our YouTube channel next week, actually. It'll be one of the quickest webinars we turn around, and we want to do that because we think it's an awesome offer. So all you guys that participated or attended today, make sure you get in touch with them so you can get this stuff in your shops first before anybody else. Take advantage of these things. So that's it for us. Don't forget to get into our system, get listed in our where-to-repair.org public directory, and join us next month on March 31st for our next webinar, which is going to be on lasers. It's going to be really cool, lasers, and not the kind you shoot. So join us then. Thanks, guys, and everybody have a great day.
Nice.